Like I found my little paths that I do every day, and the people I see, I'm just keeping it to like two or three people, and my car, and my little sanity drive, and yeah, just been keeping it very simple. Haven't seen my parents in a couple weeks, and just trying to take this, trying to be, go the caution route, be a little bit more serious.
Yeah, no, it's well, I'm glad you are. I mean, most of us are, I believe. And it's scary. It's really scary. What's it like in Long Beach right now? Is it do you have you like do you go around to check out the neighborhood? What are you seeing?
It is there's everybody is working out in front of their house. It's the funniest thing to watch when you drive around. It's like you can make the funniest video right now. Just drove around, but yeah, I mean it's we're right outside the city, so we're blessed to have like a little bit of our own like outdoor space, right? So
Hmm.
everybody seems to be like focusing on their little outdoor space and on the nice days and just doing little workouts or little hangouts out front of their house. But for the most part, boardwalk shut down. People can still walk on the beach, but there's not much of it going on. The cops are patrolling. They're trying to let people know, like, they're like going by the one or two people, like the couples. But
Hmm.
if anybody's grouped up, they're on that.
What about
So
surfers?
so far it's been pretty good as far as like surfers have been just showing up and jumping in the water, spreading out, and not congregating on the beaches. Um, haven't seen any like hangouts going down. So I think if everybody just keeps it to that, where it's like used for recreational purposes, kind of like going for a run,
Hmm.
like rather than like if you can surf for recreational purpose, we have sandbars that all are the same, stretched all across the whole place. So it's not like there's one reef that's perfect and everyone piles there.
Yeah.
So, and then all the big parking lots are closed down, like Lido West and a lot of the places where people would congregate. So, um, yeah, for the most part, I think it's used as a recreational place for certain people that want to use it. And as long as people stay smart, it should be all good. But all it takes is one big group of people hanging out on the beach, talking about their waves, chilling, for it to be shut down. It looks like. So I don't know. We're lucky to have recreation. Period. Right now, because I can
Yeah.
see them taking that away. I mean, if a group of 10 people go running together, I mean that's an issue. If a group of 10 people go biking together, that's an issue. If a group of 10 people go surfing together, that's an issue. So you have to use your recreation solo or with your one person that you've been with since the beginning.
What
So
about people from out of town driving there, like longer distances?
I think like if you have to use a vehicle, then it should be for essential uses only right now.
Totally.
This is like the peak of it right now. The next like 7 or 8 days. I probably wouldn't have said that like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, but like just because, like right now, um, if someone they just released this, like if someone has a heart attack right now, that if the ambulance can't revive them, there's no place for them in the hospital. Like so, like there's not enough, um, room for anything to go wrong right now. So hopefully this is the peak of it. Hopefully everyone lays low and chills, and then in 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, we can at least get like a little bit more back. But it's up to us to kind of figure that out. I think be smart. If you're gonna use your car to go surf, just
It it
be a freaking ninja, dude.
it better be damn good too.
Yeah, yeah. Just be a ninja. Like go somewhere that you would have never went. Like literally park in some crazy parking lots somewhere not in the middle of town. next to another car, like some like spot, and walk, like be a ninja. Just do it right. You know, if you do it right, you get, you know, you can get some waves. But you know, I think if you're using your vehicle, like, you know, right now with the peak of this virus and people dying, and you know, we're really trying to do that, then you know, maybe it's not a good idea right now to get in your car and go anywhere. To be honest, you know.
Do you know if like the state parks are open, like Jones Beach?
I just drove through Jones Beach 2 days ago, just like looking for a little foil wave to get away from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fine driving over there. Now I don't, like, I just was willing. I went surfing. I was like willing to accept the ticket that they were going to give me.
Yeah.
Like I just like parked on the side of the road in 4-wheel drive, and I got lucky. I didn't get a ticket, but like, I don't know. That was like, yeah. So I think they could still be open. As far as like going out and like, you know, risking the ticket to park on the side of the road and run through a little path out to your own little wave over there. You know, I don't know. It's tricky, man. It's a tough one. You know, where the city meets the sea, kind of. You know, all those places, your Rockaways, your Long Beach. You know, the hearts of the towns, the 91st Streets, the Lincolns, those things, like. 100% avoid all that, you know, like just go left, not right, you know.
Yeah.
But if you were, you know, chasing some waves, then just make it like it never happened. You know, don't, you know, I just like, even like, you know, you don't even need to tell anybody. You know, you don't even have to tell anybody anything. Just go get your recreation in. You don't like call your friends or Instagram that you went on a run, you know. Just like go and do it for your soul and for your body and for your mind, so you don't lose your shit, and get back in the car and go home and take care of your family, you know.
Absolutely.
Kind of what it is right now, you know.
So you and your brother were doing like a food drive as well. What can you let our listeners know what sort of efforts you've been doing to help out the community?
We're blessed to have like that outdoor space on the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning stages of the virus, like, you know, they were pushing people to like just like go outside and stay away from people. Like, so the boardwalk was open, and it was just a good place for like people to grab and go.
Mm-hmm.
That needed, like, you know, food, that, you know, didn't have the resources to buy some food, like a lot of canned stuff, like, so we just like teamed up with the Long Beach School District, and they put it out amongst like all the families in the school district, and yeah, people came by and grabbed, like, we set up just like we cleaned everything. We just set up like these grab bags, basically, you know, once you touch it, it's yours kind of thing. And yeah, just people came by, grabbed some stuff. Some people dropped off some stuff. We made sure it was clean, and then we had that going for about a week. It was really like easy. It was out, you know, outside. It was only like 2 hours a day, so we only had one person up there, like fully gloved up, masked up, like just, you know, one person working it. And yeah, it was easy. It was good, and you know, it helped out a few families here in Long Beach. And but then, you know, as soon as it got worse, we moved it to a little bit more of delivery, and then now with the restrictions and everything, it's just better off to just close down right now and just hunker down at home.
This kind of happened at a unfortunate time for you in some ways, because you were launching something pretty freaking awesome. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we're teaming up with the American Dream Mall and the family over there that runs that, and we're going to be offering the surf experience there at the new indoor wave pool, and yeah, during the off hours, so, you know, your morning hours and your night hours, and it's a fun little chest high, punchy little short wave, and just like a fun little wind, like almost like a clean wind swell day.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're working with the scientists. We're trying to get it down to make the best experience possible there. You know, the wave, it's like a smaller version, or like a smaller version of Waco, but not like it's punchy. You know, it's not weak, but it's definitely it packs a punch, but it's short. You know, it's a fun little I like make it like a fun little waist chest high summer day. You know,
like surfing Point Lookout back in 2002 or something. You know,
something like that. Yeah. Maybe not that heavy of barrels.
No.
Still, it's a fun session. You know, we got a big quiver of like 50 boards of like all different shapes and sizes. But you know, it's really important to volume up at a wave pool just because of the fresh water, but especially there. So what we're trying to do is create an experience where we're going to have the most variety of waves with the most variety of boards to choose from. So like your experience could be, you know, we don't have the best waves at any wave pool, and we don't have, you know, the worst waves, but there's a big gray area between beginner and advanced and expert.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is build a menu that like fills in those gray areas, like rather than just having that one end section that they call the air section. Like we're trying to work with the scientists where we're developing like a blowtail section,
nice,
and an air section, a floater section,
cut
like
back,
5 different types of sections, and then you do like the A-frame, and like there's one that we're trying to make right now with the scientists called the airframe, where like it's like an end section at the end of an A-frame, and so we're trying. We were working, and we were literally days away from opening, and you know, we really started getting some waves dialed on the machine, because it just takes time. It's a game of inches, you know, with the way the technology works.
Yeah.
So we were really getting it dialed, and you know, and then everything was put on hold. But we're happy where we're at right now, and I think it will be a fun experience once the world gets back on track.
How did this come about? Like, how did the good fortune just flow to you on this? This is unreal. It's so cool.
Well, you know, we worked really hard, and
yes, obviously,
for opportunities to provide a better experience for people, and it was we're connected with the right people in that field, in that world, and yeah, well, once we kind of sat down and had a good conversation about it, then yeah, we just kind of locked it in, and yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, it is definitely you know, we got to make this work. You know, so we're gonna work really hard to try to make the best experience possible, and it was trying to figure out what could be. You know, like at first you don't really know until you start running the machine what we're working with there. You know, it could have, but yeah, we're really happy with where it's at now, like the quality of the experience. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes, and it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a good day. Like, it's gonna be a great birthday party. It's gonna be a great bachelor party. It's gonna be like, hey, go to the Giants game, and then at 10 o'clock at night, let's hit the pool on the way out. Like, it's going to be one of those things you don't have to bring anything but a pair of board shorts. We'll have like Losts and Firewires and Hayden Shapes and WRBs.
Wow.
You know, all different volumes from like you could ride, you know, all 41 liter, you know, Mayhem fish to a like, you know, like you can.
Did you just guess my literage?
Is that your literage?
Roughly.
But that's kind of like, I would liter up like 2 to 8 liters depending on who you are.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, that's the gauge. We're trying to like figure it all out. But yeah, so you know, it was once American Wave Machine technology was installed into the pool, and we know those guys, and they, in my opinion, they have like the best technology for variety.
Yeah.
And, you know, once that was done, then, you know, that's when we just connected with them just because, we knew